Hello, what a gorgeous day. I can't wait to get this bag off me. God knows how much it weighs, but I reckon nearly as much as me. It is so gorgeous today and it feels like the first proper day of spring. I swear it just has been cold and wet and rainy for about 8 months now. But today it's actually hot, like the sun is on my skin and I just haven't felt that in months, so it's really, really lovely just to have a little bit of warmth. I'm from the south of the country originally and I just still haven't, after 12 years, acclimatised to this northern weather. So yeah, I really do appreciate it when the sun starts to show its face again. But we're just going to have a little bit of a chilled one at the plot tonight. I'm going to spend the night here just because it is so beautiful. And it's Beltane tomorrow as well, so I'm going to have a fire and a little bit of a celebration. Going to get that bathtub fired up for the first time of the year. And yeah, just have a nice chilled one. If you watched my last video, you would have seen that the robins are nesting in the shed over there. So I'm going to have a little peek and see what they're up to, because the mum and the dad are just out there foraging at the minute. They've been around, they keep shooting in and out. When they go out for about 10 minutes. I've got about a 10-minute window where I can go and have a little peek on the newborns. So let's go and have a little look. So let's add some lemon balm into that bathtub. It smells really good. And it's antibacterial as well. It's quite good for your skin, lemon balm. Let's have a quick walk around the garden while I wait for my bath to heat up. It's all looking very, very lush. The herb spiral has completely disappeared amongst all of the herbs in the pond down there. All of the fruit trees have all set fruit now. This beautiful clematis archway is starting to come into flower now. It's the first year it's flowered, so I'm really stoked with that. The rhubarb is massive. I'm going to harvest some of that. The stumpery is absolutely lost in all of the nettles and cleavers, the gooseberry bush, the hogweed, and all of my little tree guilds have completely taken over now. I've got lots of red campion, forget-me-nots, wild garlic, some dandelion, cleavers, jack by the hedge. These are all of my raspberries. My goji shrub didn't flower this year. Set lots of leaf, but it's not looking the healthiest, so I'm not sure what's wrong with that. But it looks like I've got some flowers on the pear tree. Yeah, it's looking pretty beautiful. This skate ramp is getting ready for a refresh. Another top ply needs to go on, but it's looking absolutely gorgeous. All of the larch has got its leaves back. It's my favourite tree in the allotment, the larch. Yeah. And through here, look at the wild garlic. There's a huge sea of it, and some tulips scattered amongst it as well. Very beautiful. That pear tree is bellowing over the shed, and it really needs its leaves pruning. Right, so I'm about to confess to something. Please don't judge me. I have never set up my own tent before. I've never set up a real tent. So every time I've ever been camping, I've always just slept in a tent with somebody else and they've set it up. And when I camp here, I've always just had my really old festival tent that has just been sitting in the shed for absolutely yonks. And I've never set up my own tent. So this will be the first time ever doing it. So if you have also never set up your own tent, you can learn alongside me. And if you are a seasoned pro at setting up tents, then you can laugh alongside me. I have no idea. I've never watched a video on it. I've never even really seen somebody else do it because I've never really paid any attention whatsoever when other people have been setting up the tents. I've always either been foraging or cooking, gathering stuff for our meals, things like that. So yeah, let's set it up. First of all, I'm just going to clear a bit of space here because there's a few little hawthorn branches and I do not want to pierce my brand new tent that I've had for 6 months but never used. So I bought spare pegs, and these were actually from my pop-up tent that I'd never even used the pegs before. That's how little I give a shit about what I'm sleeping in. I didn't even ever peg it down and it was just flapping around everywhere. I'm excited. That I guess is the poles. That I guess is the outer cover. And that I get, oh, is that the outer cover? I don't know, we'll figure it out. Right, let's figure out which one is the overlay sheet. I'm guessing the one with the doors is the outside piece. So which one has got the outside? I guess it's that bit, right? That looks like a cover. Is that right? How do you do this? Do you peg first and then put this poles in? Is that right? I don't really know. I'm just going to try it because I don't really know. Right, okay, so let me try and figure out these poles. So I guess that's the middle of the tent, I guess. Oh, it's already sick. I thought I was having to put all them together. Whoa, it's all just clicking into place. Oh, I had no idea putting up a tent was this easy. Has it always been like this? I used to think it was dead hard. Huh. The more you know. Sick. I'm actually enjoying this. Thought it was going to stress me out. How funny is that, eh? Somebody who basically lives outside has never put up her own tent. That looks bent, that does. Is that bent? Is that supposed to be like that? Does that... What is that? Wait. Oh, I don't really know what I'm doing. I don't understand how that... Surely that goes in there, right? I'm going to sit down and watch the video. Okay, I literally had to watch a YouTube video to figure out how it goes, and it's really fucking easy. They just go in there. This just hooks into there. So that goes in there. And then this bends down. I couldn't figure it out because I didn't think that these poles were very bendy, but they're actually fine. So I imagine these hook up here now. Oh, does it? I pegged it the wrong way around. Oh, for God's sake, Danny. Right. I think once you've done it once, it'll be easy. Right, so this spins round. Was I supposed to clip those in first? Oh no, that's good. Okay, so it twists. So it goes on and then it twists like this. No, wait. It goes on, twists like that, and then you twist it, and then it's on. That's quite good. Twist, and then you're on. Wow, pretty stoked with that. The sun is setting and the bathtub is roaring. Cannot wait to get into that after dinner. My belly is rumbling. So let's go and have a little look. So this is what's going on at the dinner table right now. So we've got the curry kettle and it's full of just some dried pine cones and bits of wood chip and some King Alfred's cakes. So the cook set just goes on like that. And then the curry kettle sits on top there. On the coals in the fire. It's about 3 in the morning. Good morning. I slept not too bad actually. About 4:30. I woke up because I was cold and I needed a wee. But yeah, other than that, I had a night's sleep and I slept really late. It's 10 o'clock now. But I didn't go to sleep till 2, so I had 8 hours. I got my pillow, so I was just sleeping on like a rolled up coat and some clothes. But yeah, it's a lovely day. So let's get up and do something. Oh, happy Beltane. Last night was absolutely gorgeous. It was a little bit cold. I woke up at about 3:30, 4 to some animal noises, and I found it a little bit hard to get back to sleep because it was a little bit chilly. But today is gorgeous, the sun is shining, and I'm all fed and watered and packed up. I'm just going to clean out my bathtub because the water is filthy. I cleaned out my Kelly kettle and all of my camping equipment last night, so the water's pretty dirty. I'm going to go and just take a little chilled walk around the plot, I think, see what's growing, and maybe put up some seedlings as well because I've got quite a few seedlings in the greenhouse that need sorting out. But the bath last night was absolutely gorgeous. It was roaring hot and I couldn't get in there for quite a while, but once I did, I stayed in there for around an hour. Look at all that blossom coming down off the trees. It is warm in here. Everything is growing really, really well. Cleared out this bed that was full of all of my old, what was in there? I think I was growing some lettuce and some like mustard leaves, but that's all been cleared now, and I've taken out all of the spent compost and put that in the bed outside, and that's all got fresh compost in there now. So this is ready for planting, and the seedlings are just nesting on top, soaking up that sunshine. We have got lots and lots of sweet peas and some sunflowers along here, and along the back are all of my pak choy. So there's a fair bit going on in here, but I still need to sow quite a few seeds. Quite a few trays of seeds didn't germinate at all, or if they did, then they got eaten by slugs before I noticed. So in this little greenhouse thing here, I've re-sown quite a few seeds. There's some peas coming through, some broad beans coming through, and these are replacements from the ones that got eaten by slugs. But all of this whole tray at the bottom here, nothing germinated or it got eaten. So I'm going to sow some more seeds, see what I've got in my little lunchbox seed box there, and yeah, see if we can get some more things started. I'm super stoked with all of my pak choy. They are looking nice and healthy now. Right, I ended up just getting on with it. I didn't film any of this, but I'm pretty stoked. And then the greenhouse is looking a little bit emptier now, so I'm going to refill all of these shelves with the potted up seedlings. Right, that is everything potted up. Pretty much everything. I've got a few clumps of seedlings, but other than that, everything's got its own nice little pot, and everything's looking very healthy as well. A bit leggy, some of those sunflowers at the top there. And I've got some seeds waiting to germinate down on the bottom shelf. I'm pretty stoked with how everything's looking. The greenhouse now is absolutely chock-a-block. I've potted everything up to its own little container, and everything is looking very healthy. Can't fit anything else in now. Even the polytunnel's starting to fill up. Let me show you. So in the polytunnel I've got all of my sunflowers. Some of them have been nibbled on by slugs. I've got my sunflowers and some perennials as well, some dahlias. But that is everything. I'm going to get packed up and get home now.